Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to be trying out a game that I've been playing quite a bit of within the last few months called Wartales. And it's a strategy mercenary building game. You're more likely to kind of just slowly get yourself up in reputation than anything. These will probably be in about 40-minute parts. I'm probably going to record multiple episodes at once though, so hopefully I'll be able to find a way to cut them into pieces easily. I'm just going to try to figure out what we want to start off with. Apprentices with swordsman, archers, ranger, and a brute with 30 influence and -5 materials. Not looking for that one. Men escorting merchants, giving us extra crowns but less medicine, giving us a swordsman, warrior, spearman, and brutes. Deserters, giving us more raw materials but plus honor suspicion. That's not great. With swordsman, warrior, archer, and ranger, and that wouldn't be bad. Farmers, giving us more bread and minus happiness, giving brute, spearman, and archer. That also wouldn't be bad. That might be the one I end up going with. And then bandits, giving us brute, ranger, and archer. We can go with the farmers. Spearmen being able to attack from a distance a little bit is pretty decent here. First with long walks, giving us a reduction to the fatigue. That would be useful. Giving us increased experience gain and influence gain during combat would be good. Constitution, not terrible, but honestly not something that I'm looking for. Excellent in slab games, giving us critical damage by 10%. It wouldn't be bad, but you really don't crit super often in this. If I was going for a build for crit, yeah, it would be really useful though. And then enjoy being one with nature. Increases troop happiness by 2 when they rest in forest. That'd be a fun one, but I think I'm gonna go with the reduction in troop fatigue. That'll help us keep going day to day. Then 3-hour flog, reducing our carrying capacity by 1 for each companion. Starting off, that would drop us by 5 because we start with 4 humans and a horse. Eternal dissatisfaction, making us lose happiness each rest. That can be kind of negated, but it still wouldn't be fun. Critical hit reduced by 3%. Honestly, I would not mind. Danger during rest increased by 10%. I haven't seen it really be a problem before, so maybe that. Knowledge experience gain reduced by 5%. That is honestly really awful. I'm gonna go with danger during rest. Adaptive exploration, the difficulty of all regions adapts dynamically to your group's size and unit's power. The game will always offer a challenge suited to your troop. Region-locked exploration. Each region in the world has a set difficulty from the start. You will have to expand and improve your troop before you can explore more dangerous areas and fight more powerful enemies. Go with that one. We'll go with expert. Haven't really tried expert much, but then we're going to go with experienced on survival. Don't want to try and get into the more extreme ones yet. Going Iron Man, so if we lose our troops, we are actually out of this and we'll have to restart. But giving us more layout to know what we're doing. Go YouTube because I have a couple runs already. I want to know I'm getting back into the right one whenever we start up again. Alright, first spearman. Keep their looks the same. I'm not really going to change that. I'm going to give 2 guys first aid, with this guy getting plus 5% strength. And go with quick. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. And then their negatives. going to drop his crit chance. They already do so much damage that honestly I don't feel like it should be that big of a problem. 3 damage or 2 to 3 damage plus 50% damage if they have armor. I would actually prefer having some overall damaging, so we're going to go with that, and then go with Taunt. Giving this guy brawny and strong. Strong. And we're going to give him... Oh. Okay, I can't give him more money. Shit. That's not fun. Let's go with critical again, I guess. Not a great one, but don't really have much of a choice. Go with vigilance on this one. Give their dexterity up. It'll make them gain more experience, but pay them in gold, extra gold. It's okay with me. We'll give him first aid again. Getting strength and movement with the cost of critical hit once again. Not fun, but better than nothing. Increased 5%. And carry capacity with the cost of movement speed. Okay. Let's see our start off. I mean, it starts the same every single game, so I'm not actually going to be looking at anything new. The fresh scent of morning breeze, filled with the delicate tang of nearby stables. A good old-fashioned tavern brawl, where the furnishings make for perfect weapons. Born and raised in the countryside, your companions know the value of the simpler things in life. But to make it in this world, one must take risks and go far afield in search for fame and fortune. Just be careful not to lose what you value most along the way. That is to say, your shoes. Alright, so in this game, in the overworld, which is what this is, we're going to be able to walk around and find villages, towns, special important locations like mines and or like stables. So in this, all the blue squares you can move characters to in order to start them off in different locations. Honestly, having the guys all the way over here is not bad. And put my archer right there. Alright. So, in this, on the top left, you can pick characters to start. They don't necessarily have any specific initiative order. The enemies do, and the next one in turn order is the one that's got the triangle with a exclamation point. In this game, you gotta get close to them and then attack. Doing an attack does usually engage. When you perform a melee attack on a free enemy, you engage them. An engaged enemy unit can only attack their engaged opponent and has a higher chance of taking critical damage. Take advantage of this while with your other units. An engaged unit is exposing their back, attack them from behind to get a bonus. So now that I'm fighting him in melee combat, if he were to try and run away, he would take an attack of opportunity for me, or he can punch me, because he does not have the ability to attack with a bow in melee combat. In this, with that as a secondary, now I can have my spearman walk up right here and shank him in from behind. Yeah, usually does 4 damage, okay. Just wanted to make sure. So, spears. You deal 4 damage to the target and knocks them back 1 meter. The damage is doubled if it's used from a distance. So as long as they're not essentially right against me, I'll do double the damage of normal. Now we got to deal with this archer about to punch one of my dudes. But since he's already got such a low amount, doesn't matter. I'm going to go right here and I'm going to shoot this guy. Then I'm gonna move back. And then with you, I'm gonna shank. Going this direction. And then I'm gonna move back this way. Oh, okay. Still gonna go that way. Honestly, kind of surprising. Not a big deal, but surprising nonetheless. With you being poisoned, though... How much health do you have? 8? Ugh. Okay, I can't kill no matter what I do here. And I just can't get enough. Yeah, I don't think that's enough. Alright. We're gonna start running up with this guy. Yep. See, oh, I can hit him. What a surprise. Okay. Useful. Go ahead and end there. And then now, the galvanization perk, when you kill a certain amount of enemies, well, once you are higher up in, what do I call it? I guess better terminology would be... Man, why can't I think right now? Once you've taken out so many of their targets and you have an advantage in numbers, you can gain a perk called Galvanization. What it does is increases the damage you deal and decreases the damage you take. At least I do believe it decreases the damage you take. I can show it up in next fight. But, just a little added bonus. So also, now here, I've leveled up my Spearman to level 2. I can increase his stat points, but as of right now, I'm going to hold off because it seems like the only one I would want would be Strength. And honestly, I'm okay with waiting for now. Otherwise, Specialization. I can pick one of these 3. Every time this unit ends their turn next to an enemy and is not engaged in combat, you gain 1 point. Every time this unit kills an enemy, you gain 1. Or anytime this unit ends their turn next to an ally and is not engaged in combat, you gain 1. These pips are called Valor points. I didn't end up using any Valor last combat, so I didn't get to show it off. But that is what we use to use things like the first aid and or running, like getting the extra movement speed or anything of the sort. I'll press steel on this so that I can give my archer the thief ability. Ugh, 71's not great. Okay. I'm gonna turn over. In these screens, you can kind of like turn around the map a little bit more in order to spot new things. So I'll grab that to grab the hemp. I'm gonna look at these horses in order to see what abilities we got. This one gets increased carry capacity. So we'll have a 56 increase on the right side where the inventory is. I can hold a total of 90 right now. That would be a good one for a horse that we're going to use in actual combat. This one having thick-skinned is not terrible. Okay. I think I'm going to actually end up going with this one with cooperative because I do want one horse as a war horse. I feel like it would be good. So we're going to take this one. Pay 180 out of our 208 gold. This, I'm going to talk to this guy. Take one of his horseshoes. He gives you a quest that if you buy one of the horses, he'll give you free horseshoes. But in this game, you don't actually need to worry about stuff like that. You can take and do quests before actually talking to people most of the time, and the quest will still get done nonetheless. We're going to go off this direction because there's a fight with some unruly guards off in this direction. And plus I want to get to the mines to go ahead and start that whole escapade. That's what I'm going to do next.
Where's them refugees? Yeah, I've been drinking. We all have. How do you know? You seers or something? Leave us be. We've got refugees to clear out of Tiltron.
So we can attack them. The reward just means we'll get an additional on top of the stuff we get for killing them, like maybe some of their armor or anything. We get 5 leather. Or we could use alcohol, giving them 3 wine in order to get 20 influence. Influence can be used for a wide range of things. Some of it can be used to level up our characters even stronger than they were, using a thing I'll show you once I get 3 points. You'll do, once I have the 3 on the top left of the little book with a highlight over top of it, I will get something called career plans, which allows me to spend influence to increase the pips I'm going to get when I upgrade my attributes. That's why I stopped before clicking on the Spearman's Strength, so I could use some influence to get that to 2 pips in order to get even more out of each level up of my characters. And most of the time I will use career plans to get 2 of whatever I want, even if they started off with getting 0 for that combat. But it honestly depends, because sometimes I might end up pulling one that I want 2 of already. Oh no, this isn't going to be a fun one. Okay. There we go. Put you right there. See if I can hit anyone. Yes, I can. Go ahead and start taking out the spearmen. Then I'll move back a little bit. Let this guy go forward and start his little combat escapades. At this point, I will start the process of moving these guys over. Okay, so pips. We use these at the bottom of our screen where our character shows. It shows we have 2 out of 5. These orangish looking ones are ones we get each day, and then our specialization, this, is a golden version, which means it only lasts for the end of combat. So it is best that if we get anything like that, that we might as well use it during combat, because after combat's over, we're not going to have it anyway. Alright, I'm just put him against you. Swing on you. Then I'm going to taunt you, just because I want to make you weak. Weakening reduces the damage they'll deal next turn, so he is going to do very little damage to me. Ooh, this spearman's not going to be fun. They've already got specialized gear. Oh, he didn't get to attack. I'll accept that. And I'll go right here, so that they probably won't talk to my, well, attack my archer at all. Ow. Attack him again. So in this, they have a little guard meter. Hold on. Let's click this guy. The guard meter is a thing right next to their health bar and armor, 23%. Once I drop his armor to 0, they go down to 0% guard. Because the guard only protects against their armor. Once they have no more armor left, they will no longer be gaining guard, as to prevent the game from taking too much, equivalent of, I guess. Prevents the game from being able to just keep them going over and over. Oh, gotta go a little bit more. There we go. Just attack him, and then move back to right here. Nice. The exact amount of damage that we needed, really. Oh, supported. So now, this unit is engaged in combat and is next to 2 free allies. He's next to both my spearman and archer, and thus he gets a reduction in damage by 20%. It's good to keep your guys close enough so you can do things like that. Oh, that's not a good one. It's actually not terrible, because destabilization reduces guard, and he already doesn't have any. So it really didn't matter there. So when you're engaged, you can no longer kind of train where you're going to attack. If I wasn't engaged with him, I would have been able to highlight him just barely and probably get in a spot where I could possibly hit him in the spearman. But because he's already engaged me, I can no longer do that. And I just have to hit whatever I can. Going to kill you so we can oh nope, we won't gain it apparently. Go back around, so now I can heal you up. I'm trying to keep them topped off because we'll have to spend our medicine otherwise, and all things considering, spending as little medicine as possible is grand. I'll push you back so I can then I can't heal you now. Damn. Okay, that's okay. So go ahead and heal you. Knock his armor off now, finally. And we're gonna just go ahead and make him weak again. Now, I probably won't play this game too very well. Wait, why didn't it make him weak? Because they were already engaged. Didn't know that was a thing. And honestly, I probably won't play this game too well, unfortunately, solely because I'm not used to playing it on this little bit of a harder difficulty. Hopefully I won't do too bad, though. I think he just moved in a position where I can hit both of them. He may not, though. He may just be out of range. Yeah, just out of range. How much health do you got? 15? Okay. Push you back. Even though he'll go right back into spot. Damn. Ow. Push you back again. Then I'm gonna go into melee here. And this is the perfect way to show it off. So now I have the ability to attack either of them. And go ahead and kill one and keep the other one right there against me. And while doing all of that, I will attack this guy. Ooh, close. Go ahead and do that and then heal you up. I know it won't be great, but at least this way he might survive the swing. Oh, he did actually, all because of that, surprisingly. Good, good, good. Go ahead and take you out with the archer to get the archer some more XP. Oh, he got glorious already. Nice. Let's go. That's actually really wonderful. Getting that perk point early on is great. We'll see what it does in just a moment. Now, granted, I don't know perfectly what it is, but gaining, honestly, anything starting out here is great. Let's see it. Glorious. Chance to generate 1 valor point at the end of their turn. That is wonderful. Aptitude points. Didn't get any dex, so I'll hold off again. We are this time going to take... If we end our turn next to an ally and are not engaged in combat, we get another valor point. That way to try and keep boosting up our valor as much as possible, as quickly as possible. Alright. Now we're going to head off to the mine. We got a point. So here is what I was talking about. Getting the points on the top left of knowledge. Career plans. Allow you to have an enhanced control over your companion's evolution when they level up. Bonus, you can spend influence to add 1 extra plus to an aptitude point when leveling. Adding a plus just means that we get increased points, essentially. Now, don't let that fool you. It doesn't mean that you can only add one. You can add two. The first one is 10 influence. The second one is 30. So if I didn't get any strength or something, I could do 30 to gain 2. Early on, not very worth it, but later on, could be very worth it. I'm going to take running, because it does not, I don't believe it takes any extra fatigue to do it, but it also lets us traverse the map significantly faster than otherwise saw fit.
Stop right there. This salt mine belongs to her ladyship Gontran. I can't just let you walk in.
So if I pressed threaten, we would get over a 100 suspicion, making the guards want to fight us and probably hunt us down. So I'll never do that. Unless something tragic happens, I'll try and never go above 100. I could pay just 40 gold, or I could persuade them. With the amount of influence we have right now, I think it's best to just pay.
As you wish.
Mainly because
As you wish.
it's going to end up a thing of we are going to need, I don't remember what the profession gives you, so let's look. Minor. It gives you Constitution. Okay, so I should give this to our Brute, so that he can have more health. Now, what you would expect would be each of these to do what they say. Learn how to mine. Place your cursor on the mining circle and then press A, X, Y, or B when the green circle overlaps the gray one to gather maximum ore. So X, 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 B. Now I got 6 XP. The XP is not part of the level of experience where I'm level 1 with 166. That is minor level experience, getting 6 out of 20. Being a novice just means I can extract iron from it, but with each level up you can gain new things, like the ability to gain valuable ores, or gain even more increased amounts of iron and stuff like that. I don't know what the amount of time it does take to gain for these to reset, but they do eventually reset. It just takes quite a little bit of time. We unfortunately do need to watch out on our inventory. We're already at 100. Now this guy, completing that quest gave us an extra 20 influence, so now I have 70. Which is going to be very useful for these first couple level ups. Turn the map. I'm going to go over to where now I know to be the city. There's a wide range of professions, like you saw when looking in here. There are 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom, giving you the ability to make different items, make food, or honestly just about anything. Right here is Stromcap. This is the first and probably town we'll go to the most often in this game, at least for the first little while. We're going to go to the Forge first because we can immediately press A, getting the blacksmith profession. I'll put one of my spearmen as the blacksmith, as the blacksmith gets a strength point, and we can learn blueprints to forge items in the village forge. So now I could do things like make shields, or make armor, make throwing weapons. Throwing weapons are good, but as of right now, we don't have any characters that can hold throwing weapons because they hold in your offhand. We have no one with a shield and or a one-handed weapon. So right now the best would be to just go ahead and make one set of rags. Learn how to forge. The metal plates are heating. Press A, X, Y, or B when a plate is red hot to forge your item. Press A, X, Y, or B when the metal plate sparks to forge an item of superior quality. If you hit all of them at the right time to forge an item at best quality. Oh, messed that one up. Oh, messed 2 of them up. Haven't played this in a while, so be not great. But now, since this is the first time I crafted it, we gained extra knowledge for it. So, but now I could not do it again and gain it. You can see it at the bottom where it says forge. If it has a little parchment paper, that means we have not crafted it before, and if we craft it, we'll gain better, well, not gain better, but we'll gain some basic knowledge. First, I'm going to go ahead and put the armor on my brute. Yeah, I can. Because he's probably going to be the one to take the most amounts of damage. That's a one-handed weapon, okay. I would like to keep... Heavy strike. What does heavy strike do? Hold on. Let's see it. Okay, just does straight up damage again. And this does 5. Okay. Yep. Talk to the blacksmith to buy coals or raw materials. I will actually go ahead and buy 3 raw materials just to keep us up from when we went and did the 2 fights. So here is the inn. The inns are pretty useful because we will get to be able to hire new characters here. The purple guy gives us little informations that are specifically to this portion of the map. This helps complete the top left of our screen, where it shows the 0 out of 100. Each region has their own scenarios and shapes the way the map eventually ends up. Each of the other characters that are in here, other than the barkeep, you can rest to gain increased valor, and that's about it, and get your fatigue back down. You can sing if you have a lute to get gold from from the patrons. You can pay for like brandy, apple pancakes. You can buy recipes off of him to be able to make said apple pancakes and or a culture shock. So things like the apple pancake reduces the speed at which your troops' fatigue stack increases by 30%, which is this little bar right here. Starts off at full, and for the entire day it would reduce the amount that we're losing by an additional 30. We've already got 10%, so it would be fairly good. This lady is our bounties woman. She is what we will click in order to get quests to gain gold. We are not going to go for hard or average for now. We are going to just go with the easy one. So we'll click the one going straight down and the one going to the right. You can see what that means by the little compass. It tells you where on the map it's going to be. So, it's kind of obvious, but sometimes not the easiest to tell because sometimes it says that, but then it's significantly farther, significantly closer than you may think. Okay, now we have the alchemist, so once we get another ranger, that'll be good. Did I say ranger? I meant archer. Either way. We are going to put this guy, actually, as our tinkerer. Because when we go to sleep, he will be able to do some useful things for us. We're going to go ahead and start going down, because I would like to go towards this right here. As our first quest, I would like to get it done as soon as possible. I accidentally held the thing too long, so now I cannot sprint at all if anything happens. But we are about to run out of fatigue anyway, so I'll have to go to sleep. Fatigue. Your group is overtired. Your companions might die of exhaustion if you keep walking. You really should rest. So it gives a little Z's bar. And if we go into combat, that bar decreases our strength, dexterity, and I think like constitution by 30%. So if we ever go into a fight fatigued, it is really, really bad. I've only had it happen, I think once, but even then, it really was not fun. So we are going to go ahead and rest. Rest. You can rest at a campfire in your camp, feed your troops, and pay their wages to avoid unrest. Resting refills your fatigue meter, restores valor points, and speeds up time. So I'm going to take my tinkerer. We can put a tinkerer at a workshop to produce 2 raw materials during each rest, giving me the ability to gain more of our armor points back. That also means if we click it, I can click my tinkerer and make items. Like, first, the camp chest. You assign a thief to the chest and it sells any stolen items during rest little by little. Meaning I could put this wood in there and slowly sell it. or the camp cooking pot. Assigned cook reduces the troops' daily food consumption by 2. And assigning a companion reduces the daily food consumption by 2. Okay. Lockpicks are going to be needed for any site but chest that happens to be locked, of course. Go ahead and take those because we will find some items, especially in this early area, that are locked, and we'll need the thief to unlock them. Now, because we created them, we got another knowledge point, and that makes us the extra 2 we need for career plans. Go with career plans so that I can level up my archer. So you press career plans and then dexterity twice. Oh, okay, it's 10 and then 40. That's more than I thought, but I'm okay with that. We do need to get these guys as good as possible, as soon as possible, because I'm hoping to not get as many people as possible. I'm hoping to try and keep it very specialized to my troops. So here's where we get our food. So things like apples increase your food by 2, and bread increases it by 4. So I'll just do 6 bread to get to 24 straight away. It's good to hold on to the smaller amounts because sometimes you'll get to things where it's like, oh, you need 1 more food in order to be able to get it. And you're like, I don't want to waste all of my bread. So. Oh, something I forgot, but can do in a minute. Next time we rest is our danger level. Danger level, it consists of if there are any enemies nearby or the terrain that we are camping at. Typically, you have just from 0 to 100, and since I clicked the one that gives us an increased 10%, no matter what, we're at 10%, and whatever it increases whatever we are by an extra 10%. So if we're already at 40, it would go to 50, and so on and so forth. Keep going down this way. Good old Wilbert's Fishery. I will go into that mine at some point, but that mine I need to level up a couple more times first. Oh, okay, they already got me. That's alright. Not a big deal. Alright, so leader's protection. So this is the leader. His dexterity, strength, and con are increased by 30 and cannot be captured. And all damage that is done is decreased by an additional 20%. He's got survival strategy. This unit and their allies have leader's protection. And he has frontal protection. While this unit is supported, they are immune to bleeding, burning, and poison. There are 3 of them. So we'll start them off over here. And I don't really want to bring any of my guys forward. I wish there was a way to, like, wait out my turn or whatever. I would like to just use this and throw it at someone. That's fine. I'll just end my turn right here. Gain us a valor point. That's okay. I can move this guy to right here. Attack. For 7, not bad. And then, oh man, that's not great. Maybe that's far enough. Hoping that's far enough. Okay, good. Can move him up to attack. And then move him back. So this guy has to move. Oh, is that close enough? That may still not be... Man. Mate. That's fine. Oh, you're sure close enough, I think. I hope. If not, I'm going to be very frustrated. Right on the edge. Broski. Fine, I'll just move you. Oh, 9 damage. That's not fun. Hopefully, I don't have a chance of hitting any of my allies. I do, actually. That's really not fun. What? Oh, I hit him. Okay. Damn, I hit the fucking 16%. That's not bad. Ow. Okay, so it does. Okay, it does work. He just, I guess, immediately got rid of it or something. You, my good sir, are not funny. Alright, this will kill one of them. Good, good, good. End my turn. Move this guy to where I can push him, because that will get rid of his targeting ability. And essentially just reset him to waste another turn targeting. 4 damage is not fun either. Go ahead and start taking this guy out. Not gonna get me there, pal. Go ahead and heal you back up to full. Because then we got these extra Valor points anyway. Might as well go for it. Come on. Oi. That's okay. Take him out. We'll go ahead and once again make you weak. And then in my turn, because I really don't want to get hit there. Not bad. Move you back around so now he won't target me. He'll go right back to the same guy. Just like he has been. Go ahead and attack with you, I guess. Might as well. And we all will go first. Firstly, heal you for 3 hit points. And then attack. And then heal you for a hit point. So we don't have to waste medicine. And attack. And then move you to right there. And attack. Ooh, nice animation. Let's go. Oh, we got an armor. This bassinet's visor is hard to open, probably because it hasn't been maintained properly. We gain a willpower, a critical hit percent, 5 guard, 8 armor, and frontal protection. Frontal protection is, while this unit is supported, they are immune to bleeding, burning, and poison. Not bad at all. Oh, and he leveled up to level 3. Okay. Probably go with the heavy armor. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Destroyer, giving me 2 extra Constitution and the ability to equip heavy armor. So this guy can just start rolling and tanking. It'll also give me the ability to do Weakening Blow, dealing 6 to 7 damage to the target, and applies Weakening for 3 rounds. That is really useful. Alright. And then I'm also going to go with Career Planes again to increase his strength to level... Is it 10 or 11? Just increase my strength by 2. Okay. Sometimes when you get 2 pips, it will increase your ability score by 3. Not all the time, but it does happen that few random occasions. Well, it doesn't change much, but it's a fun little sight.